Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to your collective reading. I'm in a new zone because my partner is home and our schedules are, and life changes, life shifts, just like is about to happen under these eclipses coming up here. I'm doing this 4 days from the Pisces eclipse, so big energy happening, big dissolution, big endings, big surrenders, big emotions coming through. Adaptability as well, right? Adapting to our surroundings, adapting to the twists and turns, because Pisces is a lot of illusions, right? A lot of things coming up to the surface that have not been seen until there has been full illumination, like a spotlight, full-on spotlight being put on it. So that's what we're getting here. I'm also feeling power, like big power activations, really big integrations between light and shadow. I know that's definitely been happening for me, where it feels like the oscillation between the two poles is getting kind of faster and closer. 111 I just saw on the timer, so new timelines opening up. Feels like we're reaching the end of a certain timeline and then a new one is about to open up. So when I do this, it's like essentially we can kind of go from like when we're in our high light spiritual mode, we're up here for a long while, and then we might kind of come down to our shadow for a while, and then it's up and down, and it's kind of slow going, and we're in these states for longer periods. But then as we start to integrate, it starts to happen faster and faster, that we go between these, and the sort of distance and the gap between these two parts of ourselves gets closer until they're fully integrated as one embodied being. And I feel this is really happening for a lot of this collective, if you're resonating with this message. Which also, by the way, I've noticed some comments saying that they just don't resonate with the messages, or that they've watched the whole readings and that it was a waste of their time. If you don't like it, why did you watch the whole thing? Click off if you don't resonate, because I ain't changing anything about how I read around these parts. I feel like that's kind of the lesson too, is this empowerment, like just letting what will be and just letting go, releasing, releasing what's not serving. Not everything is for everyone. You are not for everyone. None of us as people are for everyone, but the right people will resonate with the right messages and the right moments. And you just have to trust that. You just have to trust that if you're flowing with your intuition, surrendering to spirit, letting yourself be guided, then it's all working out for you exactly the way it's supposed to, right? This has been a big lesson for me. And I can feel that integration point hitting at this eclipse, so. Yes. Okay, Spirit, oh my God, giant spider on the ceiling. So dharmic choices, right? Spiders can talk about choosing dharma. They can talk about choosing the path that is your destiny, that is your soul's destiny. 333 on the timer there. I see the witch here on the bottom, coven, right? 3 is the number of groups of unity in group. Maybe some of you, your destiny is to be part of a group, or to create a group, a community. I don't know why that's coming through. Spiders, they can be a sign of weaving our web, right? Weaving our web of Dharma one step at a time, not always seeing the full picture, but surrendering to just knowing, okay, my nature is to weave a web, so I will weave a web. The painter, reverse, productivity and creation. This just came out for me in a personal reading. Super interesting. Oh, okay, interesting. Spirit, do you really want me to get down and pick all that up right now? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh Lord, this is a lot. This is a lot. What is here? Is there anything else down there? Okay, so this is part of the message. Spilling things, like things kind of just like coming out of the woodwork is what I just got. It's like, but the card on top of all of it was the guide, inheritance and correction. Interesting. Okay. And then we have the assassin, ruthlessness and conviction, the cartographer, a crossroads and exploration, the hound, loyalty, chains, promises, and the smith, reverse, overthinking and taking action. Okay, y'all. Let's get into this. My energy feels so like whimsical and fun and silly, but it's almost like it's almost that moment where you start to, and I mean, girl, I'll just let y'all know, I've been going through an ordeal. This eclipse season is eclipsing for me. And by eclipsing, I mean something's getting eclipsed. That has been a long time coming, and I can feel it in these coming weeks here. But it's almost that feeling of like, you're just done. You're just over it. You're almost like unhinged in the best way, where you're just like, I'm so done playing by the old rules of who I used to be. I'm so done playing by these other people's games. I'm so done with it. I will be who I want to be. I will say what I want to say. I will do what I want to do. And I'm done cleaning up the mess. Like, that's kind of the vibe here. And that's such like a Pisces thing, right? It's just, I'm letting go. And that's the karma of Pisces, right? If you've been moving forward in good karma, doing the inner work, and taking care of your own business, then when large Pisces transits happen and we come to that archetype, it's like, we're good. It's an ending. It's a completion. We get to surrender to spirit and allow spirit to give us what it is that our final judgment is, right? Because Pisces is the end of the zodiac before a new cycle. So it's almost like receiving your good judgment. But if you've accumulated karma, then those like heavy karma, then those heavy karmas and those illusions that you had about those heavy karmas, or wherever you tried to stuff it or offload it to somebody else, it's gonna come back and hit you hard in the face. Like, that's the thing about Pisces. And with Saturn retrograde in Pisces as well, oh my God. Like, Saturn is coming in to be like, clean up the mess, you're not getting away with it. So immediately, that's what I'm getting from this reading here. With the painter reverse, productivity and creation, and then we have the assassin, the cartographer, the hound, and the smith reverse. The smith reverse. That's a synchronicity for me. So, okay. I'm laughing because it's not funny, but it's funny. And maybe some of y'all are doing that too. Like, you're laughing because it's not fun. Like, you're like, I feel like some of y'all are about to watch. Some of y'all are about to watch somebody or something or some situation, some energy that has been hounding you and that has been holding you captive, trying to assassinate your character, trying to like send you out to be lost at sea. Like, you're about to see this person, this energy, this group, whatever it is, really, really reap their karma for whatever it is that they have been doing to you. Because I see you as the painter reverse, and at the bottom, like I said, it's like all those cards just spilled out all over the place. It was like some kind of energy was trying to just like throw a whole bunch of information just out on the floor everywhere to be like organized and cleaned up. And the guide here is saying like inheritance, correction. The guide, your guides are there in the mess. It's like, that was the only card I saw that was upright. Your guides are here in the mess, helping you through this. And it's like, but you are also the guide in this, I feel, or you have been the guide. I feel like, okay, yeah, definitely that. You have been like the guide in this situation, whatever this situation is you have been going through, with this karmic cycle that is coming to a head here under this eclipse cycle. It's like you've been guiding it. You have been the person. This could be like an empath versus narcissist kind of thing, type dynamic. Take it how it resonates. It could be that extreme, or just have like subtleties or hints to it. Or it could just be like the difference between somebody who's like you, who's very conscious, very consciously aware, and somebody who's not very consciously aware and very still stuck in their shadow. But I feel like you've tried to be a guide through this. By your nature, you are very aware. You're very awake and on a spiritual path. And yeah, the walker on the bottom of the deck here. You've walked this journey through the unknown. You have carried yourself with dignity, and you've always tried to carry yourself with integrity and to hold the highest standard and to hold the frequency. Like, you're ringing the bell here, right? Like, you've always been the person who's ringing the bell, like, hey, this is the truth over here, kind of thing. This is what I've found, because you awakened, like you found something. Maybe over the last number of years, I feel like there's been really mass spiritual awakening in the last 5 years, particularly since like the pandemic, when we've all had our lives thrown upside down. So, naturally awakened. But it's like, I feel like you have been one of the people who's really discovered a deeper truth to life. And it's like, you've been kind of like, you've been doing your own deep diving and walking that path, but I feel like you've also felt called to become a guide in some capacity, and you've been like ringing that bell, right? Like, you're showing the light, like you're trying to lead people to themselves, just as you were led to yourself. But like this energy here, what I'm getting is like they were and have been very in the way of you being able to do that to some capacity. Maybe this is also an aspect of yourself, because I know in my situation, it definitely has been like an externalization of shadow, sort of on like, in my reality. It has been an externalization of my own inner power on the external world. And Spirit's been just trying to get me to see like my own power in myself, and not be giving it to people or projecting my own power onto people and giving that, like needing permission from them or thinking that they have it over me, when really it's been within me all along. And so I feel like a lot of you are on very similar journeys here. This reading is just as much for me, by the way. Like, it's kind of scary how on the nose it is. But I said to Spirit, I was like, listen, this is a collective reading. Give me what they need. And I guess we're in this together. So, yeah, it's like you, the painter, productivity and creation, reverse. It's like whatever you've been wanting to move forward with, your creativity, your craft, like this keeps coming out in all my collective readings. It's like you haven't been able to move forward, or somebody's been trying to suppress it. Somebody's been trying to keep you. It's like simultaneously they're trying, but they're also like attracted to this in you, keeping you stuck or keeping you from moving forward. Because like I said, it's like as much as these people are attracted to your light and want to suppress you because they're insecure and you threaten them, it's also like they represent, like I just said, they represent an opportunity for you, and you're attracting them just as much because they represent an opportunity for you to see your own power and see your own shadow. Like they are representing something about your shadow that you're still afraid of, or that you're still not fully like free within. You're not fully free. There's still emotional trigger. There's still a feeling of like needing to either like run away fearfully or to like attack and just like give all your energy to this. And it's that push-pull, right? So this eclipse and that oscillation, that integration between light and shadow, I feel like you're learning how to find your sovereignty, like for the first time maybe ever, for real, energetic and spiritual sovereignty. Yeah, and it's like whatever this energy is, it's definitely kept you really karmically tied. This could be an energy that has had very significant like events happen in previous eclipse cycles. Even like I get for a lot of you, this could be like a years long cycle with this person or this energy or these people or just whatever it is, maybe an aspect of yourself. This is something you've been tussling with for a long time. And that is very like karmic soul tie type energy. So let's see here. What animal guide wants to come through to help us with this? What animal guide can help the collective here in this position that they are in? Because I feel like y'all are pretty, like, you guys feel pretty sovereign to me. You feel like you're very sovereign. You feel like you've worked through a lot of this. And like I said, like this could be something you've gone through like previous eclipse cycles with. These people, like even the Aries Libra eclipse cycles we just had the last few years, like that might have been where a lot of the messiness or a lot of your like fighting for your freedom might have come from, or fighting to like see something clearly in relationship. Again, Aries like is about individuality, action, sovereignty, and Libra is about relationships, diplomacy. So there was probably definitely a push-pull, but I feel this is like a big culmination. Virgo and Pisces being mutable signs, like endings. Anyway, okay, Spirit, what animal guide wants to come through for this collective here? Hummingbird and zebra. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. I love it a lot. So it flipped out upright, but it came out reverse here. Hummingbird, look how colorful. I have seen hummingbirds in my garden almost every day. I couldn't count on one hand the number of times I've seen hummingbirds in my life. And y'all, I'm not joking, like every day. It's like, oh, hummingbird, there it is again, hummingbird just flying by. And I'm like, Spirit's really trying to get my attention. So I feel Spirit's trying to get your attention with this message too. And I think maybe they were preparing me to give you this message. So hummingbirds are all about like finding nectar and sweetness in life. And they can also be about needing to like really be able to adapt to life's twists and turns within the next few days. So this is what, September 3rd, and the eclipse is on the 7th, the first eclipse. So in the next few days leading up to this eclipse, there are probably going to be some twists and turns, maybe some illusions coming to light, maybe some hidden truths that kind of catch you off guard or other people around you off guard. And so it's important to be able to adjust yourself and flow with this. But also hummingbirds really speak to not allowing yourself to be drained. Like don't allow yourself to be drained by what's coming up. And if your shadow's being really triggered right now or really like integrated, I know like mine definitely has been, try not to let it completely take over to the point that it's like taking away from your self-care and like nourishment, because often our shadow can be very hungry for like power or domination or just whatever it is for you. We all have different shadows, right? Make sure that you are still making time for like replenishment, like getting back to what is truly sweet and what truly matters under all of it, because our light is meant to guide our shadow, right? Like our shadow can give us tremendous power and give us tremendous resource, but the light is always meant to be guiding it. So make sure you're remembering like, where's the light pointing? Where are we going here at the heart? Like what's the bigger picture? Zooming out, being able to see that consciously, and how can I use my shadow's power and intensity to fuel that moving forward. But always making sure that, like I said, yeah, it's coming from a place of that you're trying to balance. It's really just about balance. So reverse, I see that like maybe some of you have been having a hard time tapping into that nectar. Like this card talks about tapping in with like spirituality, creativity, joyful friendships, things like that, taking a class even. Just something that feels grounded and in flow for you. Because hummingbirds, that's what they're doing. They're out just looking for nectar. They're out just looking for colorful flowers to sip out of and have a nice little, maybe you need to have a nice little cocktail on a patio. I don't know, or whatever you fancy. And like zebra on the bottom of the deck, it's just an accentuation of that energy, I feel. Zebras are very eccentric, accentuation, eccentric. The zebra talks about being a very eccentric, just bold, who you are kind of thing. And I heard a reading yesterday talk about zebras can kind of blend in when they're in a pack. But you don't realize. So yes, when a zebra is in a pack of other zebras, it doesn't seem so unique. But when a zebra steps away, we get to see like, wait, hold on though. Zebras are really unique in the animal kingdom. Like you don't see any other animal with that kind of patterning. So it's sort of like maybe you have been part of a group or an organization, or you conform to something, maybe it's even society, and it's made you feel like unseen, or it's made you feel like you aren't as beautiful and special and magnetic and brilliant as you actually are. But if you were to step away, and maybe you're again in the process of doing this, if you were to step away and kind of go your own way, because the zebra also talks about travel, like allowing yourself to expand and go on an adventure, pack your bags, get on a plane, go somewhere. The minute you step away, you are going to realize, and other people will let you know, how unique and special and beautiful you are. It just might be that the environment you're in doesn't allow you to see that. This reading is so for me as well, y'all. So I'll give you an example. I was with a group of people, and in an industry where it's like, you can be such a talented person as an artist. I was a musician, right? Like I am a musician, but I was like a musician more heavily in the mainstream music industry a couple of years ago. And it's like you can be such a talented person, and you can be such a hardworking person, and you can have such a brilliant gift and be one of these zebras, right? But when you're in an environment like that that's so competitive, and where everything's about one-upping another and getting to the top of the charts, and it's all about profit and money, it's like people can start to look at someone who's really, really talented as just like another pawn in the game, or as just another, option, I guess. Or when standing you up to like all these other talented people, it's like, well, you're not that talented compared to them, right? So that's like that zebra being part of the pack. It's like if you're in a pack with all the other zebras, you blend in. But the minute you step away and go your own way and do your own thing and get around the right people, or maybe people who are not used to that environment and who actually would appreciate the zebra and like look at it and be like, whoa, that's really cool, like no one around here can do that, then it's like you find a place where you're valued, you find a place where you actually belong. Because it's like, yeah, why are zebras all just like clustering into a pack where none of them can stand out and truly be seen as who they really are, if they could just spread out and be seen in their individuality in different places? So maybe there's something like that in your life. Maybe there's a workplace, maybe there's a family you're part of, maybe there's a relationship you're in where it's like your specialties, your beauty is not seen for what it really needs to be, or has not been seen for what it truly is. And because of that, you've devalued yourself. You've felt low self-esteem. But this journey here of stepping away, being the guy, being the walker on your unknown journey, right? Awakening, replenishing yourself with nectar, and being the zebra, stepping away, having this bravery, and whatever is coming under this eclipse, this release, it's like a whole new timeline. It really is a whole new timeline. It's not even necessarily that you as the zebra, this beautiful, individualistic, graceful, powerful creature, really even changed at a soul level that much. It's just that the environment is shifting and the external is shifting to match who you really are. And it's like where you find yourself in these coming weeks and months is going to be somewhere where you're actually genuinely seen and known, and where you're like given to as well. Because I feel like you're very used to not being given to. Like you're very used to not receiving on the outside who it is you actually are on the inside. It's like you downplay yourself. You've humbled yourself too much is what I get. Again, that's part of this shadow inspiration. Oh, I just noticed too, the zebra, black and white, right? Like it's light and shadow. It's striped. It's not like the shadows over here and the lights over here. It's all integrated and intermixed. Reminds me of the tiger too, like the black and the white, like the light and the dark. It's all intermixed and it's become integrated in this beautiful tapestry and mosaic all over you. It's fully embodied. And you're ready to go out and be seen as this, in this. Really cool. Okay, nice. Nice. All right, so where do we go now, Spirit? I have tarot next in my stack. I like to make my little stacks. I feel intuitively called, and then I just kind of follow the stack and see where it takes me. Okay. Where do we go from here, Spirit? What should I get clarity on? Where are you guys going? Like, where are you going with this? What's happening here? Because, okay, so something big is ending. You're escaping some kind of like disempowerment and some kind of like attachment to energies that you were projecting your power and like tying yourself to energetically without realizing it. So that's being released. Like the cord is literally, I got a vision just now of it snapping. It's like an elastic band just snapping. It's almost like you've been like pulling. Like I got the vision that, I wish I had an elastic band here. If I had an elastic band around my two fingers right now, it's sort of like you and this other energy have been attached by an elastic band, and it's like you've been pulling away from them. And it's like they've also been kind of pulling away from you. And it's like the further that your energy gets from theirs, it's like they want to come back, but they like can't, they keep being repelled. And the further you go, it's like, this is such a little complex now, but it's like, it's up to you. Because if you like were to let go and just go back, like that elastic band would just take you right back and you'd be back to square one. But it's like you've had the strength to pull that band and get the tension really tight. And it's almost like that's the hardest point to escape, is when that tension's so tight. But it's like it's like very Nine of Wands, like one more step and that band will snap. And then you'll move forward and that band will literally just snap back and smack other energy in the face with the reality, okay? The reality of the situation, of what they've created, the entanglement they've created, because you've done that work, right? To pull away and to push away. So that's an interesting one. Okay. So what's coming then with the zebra? Like you as the zebra, what's coming? Where are you going as the zebra? Breaking this bond, breaking this attachment. I think I know what that is. Yeah, 5 of Cups reverse. Woo! 6 of Cups reverse, interesting too, and the Emperor reverse. Okay, yeah, so you're fully removing yourself from grief, sadness, loss, like heaviness, like I said, like these emotions or these energetic, just this karma that has been put on you and that you've been carrying for so long, and all of the difficulty and heaviness, it's dissipating, it's gone, it's the end of a cycle, it's completely being transmuted under this eclipse. Rightfully so, thank God. Powerful energy with Pisces, right? Like emotional cleansing, just total ending. And it's awesome. I just love this. It's so cosmic. It's so poetic. Yeah, this is a clarifier for me here. Like you've been going through, 6 of Pentacles and the Emperor peeking out reverse under here. It's like you've been going through some kind of situation where you, like I said, have not been getting, like you have not been seen. You've been giving so much, but you have not been receiving back what it is that you are meant to be receiving back in like energetic balance with that. it may have also even affected your ability to give, like, because it's like you've given, and if you never receive, then you just kind of collapse, and you're like, well, I can't, if I'm not receiving, I can't give, and then it just puts you in this like stagnant sort of crash out is what I'm getting. And it's like, maybe you're very used to having gone through that. Yeah, 3 of Wands reversed too, peeking out here. It's like somebody really messed with, or just some energy really messed with your balance, like your stability here, your creativity, your inspiration, your ability to like move forward, like I said. And if it was anything as intense as what I've been through, I am sorry, because I know that feeling. It's not a good feeling. It's hard, but you're strong for it. The Emperor reverse, like somebody very arrogant, somebody who thought they had a lot of power over you, domination over you, really just, but hiding. It's like this Emperor is like very cowardly at the same time, because they're hiding under the bottom of the deck. It's like they want their name, right? They want their name to be seen, right? But it's like they're not showing themselves. So maybe you've dealt with something like that, where it's like there's somebody you've been dealing with. I get like very boss energy, like the CEO, right? Or like a higher up, or even like an ex who is like you're not physically around you anymore, or just like ex communication, family members, like phone calls. Like I get that this energy is something that's maybe not around you anymore, like directly, but energetically they linger in your field. And it's like they want their name to still be like in your mouth, or like they want other people to see their name in relation to you, but it's like they're not willing to like actually like be the man, you know, regardless of gender, right? Be the man as the Emperor and show up. Like they're not willing to do that because they're actually very cowardly and very insecure deep down. But whatever setup they have going on, it's like they're, again, yeah, like a shadow Emperor. So they have some kind of structure of power, but it's like it's built on authoritarianism, domination, like illusion, and yeah, greed and suppression and violation. It's pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty energy. It's not nice, but you are coming out of this. This is what you're moving out of with the zebra. I feel like you're just moving beyond that, which is great. Because this was like, I feel like this was the moment you were like the pearl in the oyster, where it's like you had to go through the grit and like the process of being like almost like worn down and chipping away at the parts of yourself that weren't real or that weren't actually meant to last, so that you could become this pure, integrated, sort of like compressing all the pieces together. And yeah, light, shadow, zebra. Now you're this beautiful, unique being, the evolved version of you. Woo, beautiful. You had to go through it to find that person. What else here, Spirit, wants to come through? What else is coming as they become the zebra? 2 of Pentacles reverse. Yes. And the Hanged Man. That's Pisces. So all 33 on the timer. So all of that like juggling you've been doing, all the like handling everything, all the holding on to everybody else's BS and karma and energy just to be like the good person or the bigger person, or to like hold something up that wasn't even worth holding up. It's like you're dropping that. You're done. You're surrendering it. You're like literally the Hanged Man. You're just kind of hanging upside down and dropping it. You're like, I'm dumping this out. Like Pisces, just it's the end. It's time. It's done. It's over. I can't continue forward like this. Don't even fully know what's gonna happen for you, but I'm out. Like that's kind of the vibe. Like, you know, I carried this for weeks, months, years, whatever it is for you. Y'all can deal with your karma. Like it's such a just like it's such like a return to sender kind of vibe. It's sort of like resetting the game board, like Monopoly I was just getting, where it's just like, it's almost like the get out of jail free card has been played one too many times by whoever you're dealing with. And it's just like, all right, game board is being reset, and I'm not playing another game with y'all. Like, I'm going to my own board game. I'm creating my own board with my own friends over here because y'all ain't fun to play with anymore. Like, that's the vibe of it, is what I'm getting here. I love that for you. Honestly, that's that for this tarot. Like, I feel like Spirit doesn't want to show you the details of what's coming because you're going to discover that. And I feel like that's part of the reward, is getting to feel things and see things and experience things for the first time, maybe ever, or just in a very long time that you haven't in a very long time, just because of being stuck in this energy. It's like you've been really in the underworld, is what I'm getting, and Spirit's taking you out. It's time. You're done. You've I think what Spirit's really making you realize is like everything you needed to learn in this game that you were playing with this energy, you learned. Like, you learned all the tricks, you learned all the ways that the game can be manipulated, you learned all of the different tactics, but you also learned how to play for yourself too. Like, you learned who you are, you learned your character, you learned of the types of characters you can come across in life. But the big lesson in it all is the surrender. It's like, you know what? Actually, if I don't like this game, I don't have to play anymore. I can walk away. And I think that's the best thing in this scenario. Even if you perceive that there's something you're losing here, I don't really think you're losing anything of substance, of true substance. Nothing that you're not going to be able to create somewhere else in a more firm foundation and a more stable way, for sure. Yeah. So let's get you a closing message then with the Sacred Forest here. I feel like that's a really great reading for you. Yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all are going through, because listen, I just love eclipse seasons. I love when energy builds in intensity like this, when big events happen. Because it's exciting. It's like the culmination of everything you've worked towards. And you know, like, whether you perceive it to be good, bad, whatever it is, you know it's a transformation point, and you know that your life is changing, which isn't that what we all want in the end? Isn't the stagnancy what we're all trying to get out of? You know? You want change, you want transformation, you want to feel alive in that. That's what it's about, being here. That's what it's all about. So Spirit, can you show us a closing message? I guess, what to take with us into this eclipse season, into this eclipse portal. I'll probably be talking more about this over the next couple weeks, being as how this is where we're at, but I definitely feel that this is like the prep work here. The prep for the eclipse season. Checking our boxes, seeing what wants to come through, being aware of what could possibly and potentially show itself, be revealed. What's here for us? Secret spring, success. And thicket of thorns, uncertainty. Whoa. These are two very similar cards too. It's like dark forest, but with a guiding light, right? Like, there's a lantern at the front of this boat, and there's a light above shining the way, guiding the way, and there are butterflies and deer. $34 and $43, wow, like mirroring numbers. Whoa, okay. I'm getting like a hit in my crown and third eye right now. Okay. Whoa, okay. Whoa, this is trippy. The mirroring numbers here, 43 and 34. Okay, so what I get from this is you are the secret spring, the success, because this is the conscious main energy on top. Underlying energy, thicket of thorns, uncertainty. Okay, yeah, definitely. Okay. Oh, when a lot of messages come through, I'm like so excited, but I also start to get anxious. I'm like, no, I want to be able to explain all of this, like as I'm feeling it. But here we go. That's what reading is, Ryland. Secret spring, success. You are this. What I'm getting from this is like you are otherworldly. Like you are this fairy here. Confirmation burps. You are the fairy, and like you are guiding this boat. You are in conscious control right now, is what I'm getting. Again, sovereign, and that's what this portal is really accentuating for you. And interesting that it's on the water. Like you are guiding your boat with the light. You are the light, and you take it where it needs to go. And where it is right now and where you've found yourself and where you've led yourself, I feel, is this like secret spring. It's this secret place energetically or in frequency that you've positioned yourself where it's safe and you're creating success. It gives me like a hermit energy as well, like Virgo hermit, where it's like you are finding this place of solace and solitude where you're creating your success, like your abundance. Maybe you literally have like a place that you go to do your creative work or to do your craftsmanship or to do your business work, whatever it may be. You've found this place, I feel, where Spirit's saying like it's like very Eight of Pentacles. It's successful. This is where you're meant to be. And it's divine, like the fairy, the wings, it's blessed. Like it's a place that's surrounded and very blessed by the divine. But there's this mirroring energy here of the uncertainty with the thicket of thorns underneath. Where it's like, okay, this is the Pisces illusion bit. It's like a mirror, okay? And it looks similar. So maybe there are two paths in front of you. Like, like something, somebody, something, some energy might want to try to lure you into this thicket of thorns with the butterflies, the deer, the like shining light from above. Like, look over here. This is where you want to go. Like, come back to us, maybe. Maybe there's a group of people or there are relationships or whatever that are like luring you back in. Maybe they're even using your spirituality, like using your, like they know that you read signs or they know that you like witchy things, just whatever it may be, and maybe they've caught on to that and they're using that as a way to like lure you back in, like, hey, over here, like we're into that too, or you can teach us about that kind of thing. But it's still a thicket of thorns, right? Like she's still walking into a freaking thorny mess, entangled. And one wrong step and you're just caught back in it, right? You're caught back in that thicket, and finding your way out becomes a very difficult task. Especially if you've already done it once, going back in there, it's probably gonna be harder to get out again because then this energy knows how you got out the first time. And it might be more difficult to get out the second time. So it's almost like if there are two options in front of you right now, and they kind of mirror each other. Like one way feels like enticing or tempting, or like it has the signature of the past to you. Like if it gives you like deja vu signals where it's like, I feel like I've done this before. Like I feel like I've been through this before. This feels either like weird or off or eerie, or it's just like maybe somebody comes around that's like someone that you sort of know and did trust, but it's like you also know that they know these people, and you're just like, what's going on here? It's sort of just that energy trying to get you back in, because they know how powerful you are, and you are a powerful being. Yeah, but it's like you're over here. Like go over here. Go with the fairies. Go with the spirit. Whatever path is going, it feels most like spiritual to you, and not spiritual as in like somebody trying to manipulate signs or somebody trying to like lure you into something, but what feels like your spirituality, like what feels like it is your path, what feels like it's your story, what feels like it's creative and emotionally fulfilling and magical for you, because you should be able to create it in your own space. You don't need all the like butterflies and deer and the sunlight and the heaven's gates opening, like the illusion. You don't need all that to feel the magic. All you need is you and your own guiding light, just you and your boat and your guiding light, and being in your space, being in your power. Pisces, 12th house, right? It's all about isolation and spending time with yourself and your own subconscious. So the choice that arises here around this eclipse, choose the one that gives you more sovereignty. Choose the one that gives you more peace. What gives you peace, and what in the bigger picture matters the most? Beyond what you might gain that your ego's after, or beyond what you might gain in the short term that you think you want, or that you think might look like a good opportunity, but just feels like it's just not quite centered with who you are. Choose the one where, like, it's secret. I feel like it's a secret too. I feel like only you know about it. I feel like only you can create this. Yeah, it's like your secret spring. Only you know where the entrance is. Like, only you know how to get there. Other people, I feel like, are stalking around. We had that reading about the wolves stalking around, right? Your territory. It's like, but they don't know how to get in. They can't get in unless you let them. They don't know the way. And the only way they can, like, the way is your spiritual path. It's your awareness, it's your frequency, it's your journey, it's your integration. People who aren't at that point in their journey can't meet you where you're at. They can't come where you are. They can't come to your secret spring, because it's like, it's sort of like in, is it Percy Jackson or Harry Potter? I think both, where it's like the muggles or the normal people, it's like they can't see things from the mystical, spiritual, like godly realms, because there's like an illusion that gets cast for them, or it's almost like they don't have like the magic, they don't have the wiring to be able to see it. Like the muggles, they can't really see it, or they get like amnesia. Like, this is the feeling. You are like the wizard from Hogwarts. You are like one of the demigods who plays in the realm of the divine, and you've created something that, like, it can't actually even be accessed or seen by the people who are trying to like stalk around you. Like, they can't grasp it. There's nothing for them to grasp. And that's what they're used to doing. They're used to having something over you, or having something that they can like leverage from you, but they can't hear. And that's what you just have to remember. Don't come down to their level. Don't come down to a level where you play a game where you get entangled in the thicket. Because it's tempting, and it mirrors this in some way. Like, it mirrors what you think you're gonna get out of this. Maybe you think you need both. This is that mirroring, right? That shadow and light. Like just watch out for that. However that applies in your situation, you'll know. And I'll let you intuit that. Because that's really interesting. That's going to be something I'm going to think about after this reading. Yeah. Just don't fall for it. But I don't think you will. I think you're smart enough not to fall for it now. But if there was anything in your subconscious that needed confirmation, or just that you were just kind of like, I wonder what that path is, that's it. Don't go there. So that's your reading. I love you very, very, very much. All resources are at the description in my link. And as always, I love you lots. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.